Welcome to 24 Astro. My name is Alva and I'm doing a video today on Black Moon Lilith in the second house. I've done a Black Moon Lilith in the fifth house, which is my own placement, and I've done the first house on request. And then now I thought I'm gonna do all of them, because what I love most about astrology, even though I love all parts, I love astrology and I love the potential and the language that it gives us to really dissect our own psyche. But mostly I resonate with Chiron and Black Moon Lilith, and I think those are gaining momentum in the collective, and I've seen more and more interest of those in particular, and I think I want to contribute to that movement. I want to empower people with that knowledge or my interpretation of those placements, because myself, I've really explored those topics for myself. It's been a very central part for me in the last year or so. So especially Black Moon Lilith, I love the archetype of Black Moon Lilith, and I'm not doing the general exploring the mythology of Black Moon Lilith. I'm going the psychology route, or more spiritual, let's see. But I'm not talking about the archetypal story of Lilith. I'm assuming that you know it, and if you don't, please look it up. There's so many videos on it, or you can Google it. But Black Moon Lilith, it's this archetypal symbolism of what has happened in humanity's evolution with regards to yin yang, so the masculine and feminine energies, and everyone has the yin and yang inside themselves. Godhood is the yin yang symbol in completion, but as we are human, we separated into a divine masculine and a divine feminine, and the union of both opposites are the ultimate harmony in universe. That is what we're striving for. And with knowledge today, with all spiritual knowledge and the technology and how advanced we are as humans, we've come to strive for self-fulfillment, so we can actually balance ourselves when we heal the masculine and feminine in ourselves. So the ultimate goal for us to reach the enlightened state and come into self-sufficiency is that we can balance ourselves when we balance the yin and yang, and then we can give to others from a place of not lack but abundance. Since we have this God wellspring in ourselves, we can then give more consciously. And then if we have this as if we have this as the philosophy of how we look at life, the crime here, what Lilith represents, is this divine feminine that is so powerful in herself. She is connected to earth like the masculine is not. Since women, if we think of our reproductive system, we can literally be a vehicle for life, for God, for creation. And everyone knows we're more emotional, we're more intuitive, and we align ourselves. We have the same cycles as Mother Earth. So there's this undeniable force within females that has been feared by men who want power. And this is the patriarchal society's wound that it has left behind. That is Lilith. This ultimate feeling of betrayal and so much grief from being suppressed and being doubted. That is the crime of separation. Or that is also the source of evil, you could say. I'm not saying that men are the devil. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that evil comes from anyone in particular. I'm saying that the distrust between the energetic masculine and the energetic female has been really wronged. And we can say and analyze from what this came from. So many people have this theory, and I also have this theory, that it comes from people. Historically, it's been mostly men who wants power, who wants to control the collective, and have done that by religion, scaring people into doubting their own goodness, and then following the punish or reward system, which is the god and devil, and fear being the devil, fear being the doubt to us as this ultimate union of yin and yang. And this distrust is the devil in symbolism. It is this doubt from our own holiness that has created such a ripple effect in the world. And I'm realizing now that this needs so much explanation. And that is why the archetype is put into play. That is because if we look at what it is the it is the first wife of Adam in the Garden of Eve, when they gained consciousness. That is basically the story what Adam and Eve represents. And this whole experience for women, and it's not mainly women, but it's probably stronger in women, since this is more personal in this incarnation. But men, as we all both have feminine and masculine sides in ourselves, the masculine can still experience the Lilith wounding. But it is this then masculine side of ourselves, this energy. If we think about the keywords that the masculine represents, it is this wounding surrounding what the masculine is trying to control. And depending on the house you have it in, that is the area of your life that you will experiencing this. Almost, if we think about what the patriarchal aim has been, it has been control and power, and kind of blasphemy in a sense. So it is this energy of controlling, this distrust towards the divine in the world. And having it in the second house, that could mean that it has manifested for you in this lifetime as a distrust towards your own worth. And if worth is the first, like the core thing that the second house represents, and then going out to more external factors, it often comes out to finance and possession and so forth, but they all represent this exchange energy that the value is representing. So if we focus on the stem, like the root issue, that would be your feeling of worthiness. And if you have Black Moon Lilith here, it could be that you have experienced in your adolescence, because I look at Chiron as your inner child wound, where you feel like you are worthy of rejection, and then Black Moon Lilith being this when you come into yourself, as you discover the rights and wrongs of society. It is more like how you get conditioned into what's the right word? Into being a civilized human. And the repressed part of yourself is surrounding value. And how that could manifest, it could be so many different things. That's when you really need to also add on to it the zodiac sign you have it in. And that would give you an even more clue of how it is actually experienced for you. So if you keep in mind, and if you let this sink in, what Black Moon Lilith actually is, what it represents, if you can track back in your life, if you think about events, and if you connect the suppression of the part of where you feel worthy, if you track it back in your life and you recognize and you categorize events as Black Moon Lilith, and if you have a hard time on finding that thread, look at your zodiac sign. But I would say to take little by little, because if you overwhelm your mind with all of the information, since this is an area that is sensitive and can easily be triggered, I would suggest to really feel into, can I absorb more information right now? And if you can, then look at your zodiac sign and see what element is it in and what modality. And also on top of that, you could look at if it is a masculine or feminine sign. But that would give you clues on what the topic or theme in regarding this area. So really, why I say this is because if we add on other people's interpretation of the zodiac signs, it becomes very overwhelming, because they have interpreted the zodiac sign according what resonates as true for them. And for your benefit, that you could resonate with whatever and however this is showing up in your life in this incarnation. That is why I would say take little by little and actually look at the zodiac sign through the personal lens of your own interpretation by looking up what building blocks actually build up the zodiac archetype for you in this house. And I hope this was beneficial. I'm becoming more and more of a fan of doing house videos and then saying these types of things, because I think when you actually do a video on Black Moon Lilith in Taurus or Black Moon Lilith in Leo, like I could do that, but for how it would resonate as best or the most for you, I would say, is by gaining that own feeling and experience of that this resonates as this event in my life. That is how it integrates the best. But with that said, I will do the zodiac signs as well, I think, because it's so interesting to talk about. I learn so much as I speak about this, and yeah, I'm really integrating this information is very valuable, especially at this time where our sacred masculine and feminine is the most people have these concepts in their mind now, because we're in this technology information era where everything is so easily accessible. And if we have this language to explore these sides of ourselves, we can begin to get these parts put together and start to heal ourselves from our own points, our own experience, our own universe and our own centers, and then we can ripple effect out to other people. I hope this was rewarding for you. leave me a comment if this resonates, and I'll hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.